So we are live on here. Give me just a minute. All right. So, hey, boys and girls, Wade with Transformers R Us here. Thank you for joining us tonight. As always, we've got Wolf and the very the very dark guy at the end with the psychedelic um ceiling fan going. He's actually in the middle of a rave right now. So if you got questions for him, you might have to speak in all caps so you can see it. But we got Mr. Alex with us. Chris Conti may be joining us a little bit later on, but we'll kind of go from there. So, Wolf, Alex, great to see you guys again. We were talking before show, and I don't really have anything to sell. I mean, if you guys have comments or whatever, you can. I've got Instagram open on my computer, so I can see some of your comments. If you're on YouTube, sorry, right now. Okay, so Chris just got word Chris is not going to be joining us. So it's just us three. But if you guys are interested in maybe seeing something or want pricing, I have no problem showing you that. But I did want to mention that the main reason for this video is I personally have been off the channel for about a week and a half, feeling a little under the weather. Uh, didn't really feel like presenting, and honestly, haven't even opened the app. So things are looking up for me. I feel great. Got a little lingering side effects, just cold stuff like that. So for those, I'm not going to go into any details, but for those of you that knew the situation I was going through, thank you for all the thoughts, the prayers, all the warm vibes that you sent, because they helped me tremendously, and I was dying to actually get back home, get in my warehouse, get in my happy space, talk to my buddies on Instagram, and just connect with everybody in the Transformers R Us group, followership, subscribership, and all that. So excited to hear from you guys, excited to talk to Ghost and Alex. So yeah, if you guys got questions, fire away on Instagram. I'll try to catch everything, but yeah, just wanted to talk. So Alex, Ghost, big question that I want to know: did either one of you get a chance to go to the movies to see Transformers One? Because I did not, unfortunately. So, did you guys get a chance to go check it out?
I did not.
I didn't
No.
either.
No, great. Boy, some Transformers fans we are, right? Leading the charge, been building this up for like a month and a half now. Oh man, check this out. Spoke to John Bailey, who was a cast member, and
Yeah.
did some voice work, and then look at us just sitting at home watching football. Just yeah, we'll catch it when it comes on pay-per-view. So
Yeah.
anyway, our bad. But what I would like to know from the people that are on Instagram right now, what did you think about it? Was it a good movie? Of course, all the trailers, you see the pop-ups, the best animated Transformers since 1986, which honestly speaking in 2024 shouldn't have been that hard to beat, right?
Yeah.
Because all in all, the cartoon was great, right? It will forever live in my heart as, just like the event in 86, but it came out in 86. Things have gotten tremendously better in the animation side of the world. Writing, all that stuff has gotten better. So I'd love to hear from some people on Instagram. If you did see it, try to keep it spoiler free if you can. If you can't, You know, I'm pretty sure we all kind of know what happens in the end, so to speak. Megatron
Yeah,
and Optimus obviously didn't patch up their differences and kind of tore
yeah.
Cybertron apart. So we do know that. But, you know, if you've got any small spoilers, please try not to reveal those on the chat. Just wanting to know what you guys thought, if it was any good. Would you go see it again? And what was your favorite part? Um, so I got Walter, sorry if I butchered your name, Walter Malena, 1978. The movie was amazing, definitely. Um, and then Jeff Aloha, I couldn't check it out. Newborn was delivered. Dude, absolutely right call there, because I don't know
Yeah.
how you would explain to the mother of a newborn, hey baby, you got this, because I got to run for a quick errand, should be back in about 2 hours or so. Yeah, don't know how you would. um let's see. So Chuck the Goat, saw it in theaters. It's all right, not 86 level though. So Chuck, if I can put you on the spot, what about the movie wasn't up to 86? What do you mean by that? Was it plot? Was it storyline? Or did they kind of stray from the mythology or canon? What was your thoughts? And guys, you can come up, talk, whatever you want to, while I wait for to Chuck to respond here on Instagram.
Did y'all see the
But
new studio series for the Transformers One movie?
Yeah. Saw the one for Sentinel, Elita 1, and B127. They look pretty decent. I've said it before, I was kind of on the fence about the movie as a whole, but once I got Studio Series Optimus for Transformers 1, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this. You know what? If I like this, I'm probably gonna like the movie. Mhm. That's my 2 cents on it.
I
It
still haven't
just
gotten him.
yeah.
I think I want to watch the movie first, and then if I like it, I'll go back and pick him up.
Yeah.
sorry
Yeah, I was
guys, I'm trying to find our video for tonight, just in case there's some chats on. um so yeah, you guys keep right on going. Hang on just a minute, make sure I can find.
Did you also see the new 3-pack that they came out with today?
Oh yeah, the Triple Changer Rebellion set, which is kind of the name
So
itself is
so
kind of misleading.
yeah, because you've got what, Astro Train and
Yeah,
Blitzwing,
Ascertain,
and then
Blitzwing,
Starscream, who is
Starscream,
obviously not
not
a
a
triple
Triple Changer.
changer. So, but I did look at that because obviously, you know, you get the prompt from, or I get tons of emails from Hasbro anyway. But you know,
Yeah, me too.
the leading headline was, "It's Transformers Tuesday." So I logged in and looked at it, and actually looked over that set. What I was looking for is a picture of the box. Usually they show a picture of
Yeah,
front and back of the box. It didn't have that. It just had the individual box and how they change. And I
yeah.
want to say that those three specifically, it looked like they're just either repaints or reissues. I think Astro Train was from the one for
Siege, Earthrise.
Cybertron.
Yeah,
Yep. Starscream, he's in his
Studio
jet
Series
mode, not
46.
Cybertronian, so I'm not sure. And then Blitzwing was obviously part of the I want to say
Legacy.
legacy. So I don't know if there's anything too different about those three, other than you get them all in a pack and
Yeah.
maybe save a couple bucks. I forgot what the price point is. I want to say it's like 119 or something, which
From I
you
have
could
a
probably find
yeah,
all those cheaper now.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just like repaints.
Yeah, they're repaints to have cartoon accuracy because I believe the scene itself is supposed to be Starscream's coronation,
I got you.
and
Okay. Which
and
lasted all of what,
yeah,
3 seconds in the 86 movie? Yeah, he basically
about
got
like
his crown. Galvatron shows up, and that was it. So,
turned to
yeah.
dust. That was it. Yeah,
Let's see. So Chuck the Goat says Starscream is slightly remolded to get rid of the War for Cybertron panels, talking about the toy set. So okay, that makes sense. But yeah, is it worth buying them all over again? Because I would think that any collector that is, steadily buying, not your average collector, or not your collector that picks up one figure a month, but the collector that's going out there trying to complete a line as it's, introduced and as it hits shelves. I don't know if that set is really enough to justify that production, unless it's got some spectacular box. That's just my 2 cents, but I have not seen the box yet, so we'll kind of see on that. I did, however, go and place a pre-order for the ingots, which I was hoping that there would be some type of precious metal, but they're basically a common alloy, so they're probably going to be, a mix of steel and tin. They're uh they're 24.99 each. I got two of the Optimus Primes, which have the enamel coloring, and I got three of the Megatron with the enamel coloring because I've missed out on all the coins. I've missed out on everything else. So this is my first opportunity to buy these. And I'll tell you what put me over the top, reading the description, which I think is really cool. So they're celebrating the 40th anniversary, obviously, right?
yeah,
But these are going to be limited to 1,984 pieces each. And I think that's really, really cool. There's only, you know, 1984, obviously a callback to when the series first started in 84. And I was really stoked about that. So I went ahead and got, you know, like I said, two Optimus and three Megatrons on pre-order. So hopefully they come in and they're pretty cool. But yeah, I was kind of hoping like 99% pure silver or something
yeah,
that would, go up in value. But hopefully the rarity in the limited edition and the numbered uh ingots themselves will lead to, a little bit spike in price. So excuse me guys while I
Did y'all
eat
pre-order
the crow.
the Legacy G1 Soundwave?
no,
Uh, now which one? Because I did. Are you talking about the ones from Hasbro or the one that Walmart had the exclusive, the 40th anniversary Soundwave package through Walmart?
The Hasbro.
Okay, that one I did not, but I did end up with a couple of the 40th anniversary Soundwaves that Walmart supposedly had an exclusivity on. Um, I ended up with a couple of those and a couple of the blasters, just because at the time you couldn't find them anywhere else. So, um, Patrick V Shadow on Instagram is asking, where can I pre-order Soundwave? So, guys, maybe you can answer
Uh,
that a little bit better.
he's
I'm not
on
sure.
he's on Hasbro Pulse. That's where I pre-ordered him, but he's also on Big Bad Toy Store. Cause I just checked
Okay.
the other day.
yeah.
Yep. So Patrick V Shadow, Hasbro Pulse, or like Alex said, Big Bad Toy Store. Do you remember what the price point
I think
for
it's
that was?
55.
55. So that's
Yeah.
that's not too bad. What, they come with Ravage
Uh,
and
Ravage,
anybody, or
Laserbeak, and Rumble. It's like three
uh,
cassettes. I know
I'm
for a
gonna
fact it's Laserbeak and Rumble, but I don't know what the third one is. I want to say Ravage, but I might be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's Ravage. Is that supposed to be Laserbeak or is it Buzzsaw?
Oh, Buzzsaw. My bad.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, y'all don't mind me. I've actually got the 40th anniversary lying around
And is it Frenzy
somewhere.
or Rumble?
It depends on the side of the argument you are on. some
Ah,
people, some
Yeah.
people say the red is
Rumble is
frenzy,
red. Rumble is red. Yeah.
frenzy is red, rumble is blue, frenzy is blue, rumble is red.
I would go with Frenzy is blue and Rumble is red.
Yeah, I feel like frenzy could rock blue a little better.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
mean, Buzzsaw is always yellow, and Laserbeak is always red and black.
Yeah,
I could have swore I had one lying around somewhere close by, but evidently I do not. So, all right. Let's see. Yeah, Chuck the Goat actually said in the there's one frame in the 86 movie where they are actually both red, which I do not find that hard to believe at all because
yeah,
there were a ton of color mishaps or
yeah,
just bad drawing or forgetfulness that happened all through the series and all through the movie. So
yeah.
yeah. So Patrick v Storm Shadow, I'm a huge Soundwave and Blaster fan. Best of all time from Lock. You guys
Yeah.
agree with that? What's
Yes.
Dinobot
Ghost
wise
favorite
Grimlock.
Autobot of all time? Let's just throw all variations out there. Prime, Rescue Bots. Now, if you say Chase from Rescue Bots, I'm probably going to have to take you off the studio and we'll create a YouTube Kids channel for you to
At least you
star
did
in by
say
yourself. But
Chase from Paw
if you
Patrol.
say Chase at the Rescue Bots, but across all lines, who's your favorite Autobot?
I
Um, I
would
would
say
say,
Smokescreen and Bumblebee.
yeah, for me, it would have to be Grimlock and we'll say, yeah, you know what? Grimlock and Optimus.
All right, Alex, favorite Autobot all time.
Smokescreen and Bumblebee.
So, so during the series, I loved Jazz, and it wasn't because I was a Porsche fan. It wasn't because he had a race car and was really cool in his alt mode, but it was more the voice actor that brought Jazz to life for me. The
Yeah.
just is that I don't know. I forgot who the actual character actor was that voiced him, but Jazz's voice is what did it for me. So I love Jazz in the cartoon series. um, as far as the movie goes, my favorite character of all time, Autobots and Decepticons, actually got crushed by Optimus in the opening scene. You basically only see his reflection in Optimus's grill,
No,
and
yeah.
that was Thrust. I absolutely love Thrust. It was the very first bot I ever got, and sadly he gets pancaked by Prime in like the opening scene. So uh, but aside from that, I would have to go with Devastator,
Oh,
mainly
yeah.
because I've worked. I mean, I work in recycling, and we process scrap metal, but I'm around heavy equipment all day long, operate it, uh, and I love operating heavy equipment. That is just a huge pat. I don't get time to do it very much anymore because I've kind of risen the ranks, and
Hmm.
it's other people's job. It's just my job to make sure it gets done safely in the right way. But I've got a huge spot in my heart for Devastator, whether he's combined or individually because
Yeah,
I I just love it. The whole idea of heavy equipment. Yeah, I love that. So
I
Devastator
would,
would be mine. And then, like I said, Jazz and the Autobots strictly because of the voice character that was actually, used during the series, and he didn't make it too long in the movie, so he got
yeah.
pretty quick. So
do you know anything about the new Devastator that's coming out?
I don't. So what have you heard?
Well, I was watching the Hasbro PulseCon I think a week and a half ago,
Hmm.
and they said that I believe October 25th they're gonna like release pictures and stuff.
Yeah, of Studio Series 86 Devastator, and I'm like, you're gonna
That
tell
would
us
be
when that's good. You're gonna tell us that this coming October it's going to be product images of Studio Series 86 Devastator. When us fans are chomping at the bit for Devastator from this
yeah,
movie.
exactly. Yeah. All right. So, right now I don't have any comments, and
I know I'm picking one up. Are you guys picking one up? I know probably Wade's picking a couple up.
what's that?
Are you gonna pick up any of the new Devastators? I know you have to at least keep one to yourself.
Oh yeah, I will absolutely. I haven't pre-ordered any, but yeah, I will absolutely pick some up. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Like I was telling, the only thing that I've actually pre-ordered from Hasbro Pulse in probably the last couple of months were the ingots. Three of Megatron
Hmm.
and two of Optimus. But other than that, I really haven't bought anything off Hasbro Pulse. I actually had a line on landfill, the set, the four bot set where they're all yellow, last night on eBay, and lost it at the very last minute. So I was
Oh
gonna get
man.
a second one of those so I could sell it through the channel, but yeah, I missed out on that. But yeah, I do
Whoa,
keep. So,
lost
and
lost
I
in
know
there.
I showed you guys this the other day, but the 25th anniversary pimp Destro with the gold head and the leopard print. I ended up with a case of those, and I absolutely, dude, this guy blows my socks off. I love this character. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I have ended up. I was actually looking when I got home last night. I was so excited to get back in here and just, kind of become a kid again. That I was looking, and I have bought over 280 different GI Joe three-quarter size because I don't like the 6-inch classified series that they're coming out with now. But I have bought so many GI Joe unopened cases lately, off eBay and through private sellers in the past 6 months that I probably, honestly, I've bought more GI Joe than I have Transformers. I
Oh,
mean,
that's just
it,
crazy.
I've got 4 cases of GI Joe that were previously never opened, just right here beside my chair, and countless others. I mean, that's a reissue from Walmart, but I
Yeah,
mean, I actually picked up this guy from I don't know if you guys have it in your neighborhood, but Second and Charles. I don't
I
know if
do
you guys
actually.
are familiar. So this guy was just sitting all his lonesome at Second and Charles, and they had him marked for $6.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
granted, I mean, I think if I scanned him now, he might be worth 20, 22. But I mean, a 25th anniversary GI Joe, new in the package, nothing wrong with it for $6. I'm not gonna say no.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
that's just but I couldn't believe that. So yeah, I've been on a GI Joe kick lately, and man, I've bought some Transformers. I got the old,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, had to get the party wagon, and I've got a couple more, but people brought it up the last time, and I think a lot of people were bashing a post that I made on Instagram, a sales post on
Mm,
Instagram. I don't know, it's probably been 7, 8 months ago, of a character that I've had since the beginning, but it was Power of the Primes leader class Optimus. Right, and it's a very nice figure, and I
yeah.
think I had, I don't know, 100, 125 on it because at the time that's what he was going for. Somebody pops up it's like, dude, these are literally at my Target right now, and I made the joke. I was like, look, go buy them all, me the receipt, and I'll reimburse you for every last one of them. I'll take them all. I'll pay for postage, send them to me because I thought they were full of crap. I go to Walmart last night and they have three Power of the Primes
Wow.
Optimus sitting on the shelf, along with, get this, Studio Series. Now we're up into what? Studio Series 110, 112, somewhere along in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Studio Series 49 Bumblebee.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that came out over a year ago, and he's sitting there on Target shelf. They had two of them. So
Yeah. I
guess
think
who owns? I had to pull the trigger. I got two more Power of the Primes and a Bumblebee.
yeah, I
So
think the Studio Series 49 Bumblebee, I think it's a slight repaint, just some additional detailing on the figure that was missed in the multi-pack to commemorate the whatever the
The
whatever
15th.
anniversary. Yeah, the 15th anniversary of the movie.
yeah, y'all bear with me because I'm gonna dig it out just for the heck of it. Because what's the
Did
point in
you
having it if you can't show it
did
off?
you buy it, the 15th anniversary pack?
I did not.
No.
I
Okay.
thought
I
about it, but I was
did, but
like,
I did. I bought the Decepticons.
I have
So
the Decepticons one.
I have the Decepticons, but they have a new anniversary pack now coming out with Prime and the
Jetfire
girls.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
Jetfire and
like the motorcycles that
yeah, the
nobody
little
yeah.
motor.
wants.
But they kept the little chintzy,
Yeah,
the garbage ones that are like this big, and you can. I was like,
yeah,
why? That's at least put the
because
good ones in there. I mean, if you're gonna
yeah, because
reissue something like that,
um someone
I have no idea
had a
what I did
picture
was.
of them together. Like someone had received one in advance, and they did a comparison of Optimus and Jetfire and the motorcycles together. I'm like, those little things. Good. No, I don't want.
Yeah,
I don't
they
want
don't even
three little
It
things.
scale.
just didn't look right.
Mo- Mohawk, the last night Mohawk, the
Yeah.
deluxe, not the deluxe, the core class. He's even
Mhm.
taller than all three of them.
Yeah. It's like that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should
Sorry,
have.
got
They
it.
should have made those three core class at least. It would have made more sense that way.
Yeah,
I was trying
yeah,
to get
it
that pack, like not for
totally
the
would.
motorcycles, but for Jetfire and Optimus. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so only for the members,
Yeah.
like
The
the members
premium.
first, because like they have like an hour, I believe, to buy whatever they want, and then it's like
Was
general release on Hasbro
yeah.
Pulse.
We'll see.
But they
It's
buy everything out like within
yeah.
30 minutes.
That's the problem. That's what I don't like about certain retailers
Yeah,
is
it's
they always do it to where it's premium members first, and they have like an hour before everybody else has a chance, and they all buy them up. And I know exactly what they do with it too. They buy up all the exclusives, the Hasbro Pulse exclusives, and they turn around and sell them on eBay for like way more than what it's worth. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep.
no.
And they cash in that whatever lead time, that 2 months or whatever, till they start popping up on shelves, and then the value tanks. And you know, for the people that are last in line, or the last few that get it at
Yeah,
that high price, and then 2 weeks later they go to Target, Walmart, and see it for $50. Those are the customers that I feel sorry for. So, because
yeah,
I mean, they're just like, oh, dude. But I mean, if you're a collector, a lot of times that impulse takes over, and you're like, dude, I got to have that right now. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
you know, I mean, that's what you're paying for, is just kind of that. I'm bad about it. That lack of patience. Oh, there it is.
It happened to me with
Uh,
the Siege Jetfire. I really wanted to get him, and then I eventually got him. I got him for like with like shipping and taxes. I think it was like 150 almost. And then like a month later, they came out with the pre-order for him. And then it's like on Target, Hasbro Pulse, Big Bad Toy Store. And then now you can just buy it for like $80. Just like retail
yeah,
price.
yeah. Nah, well, on my lights. Oh well. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So this, what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a nice buy. I mean, it's leader
Yeah.
class. I lost all my lights, so I got to figure out how to
Ugh.
I just
something
didn't like
landed on them.
the chest piece. Like it's basically like a suit. I think it's just weird.
Give me a minute while I fix all my lights. I don't
No, that's all
ruin
right, man.
everything here.
Well, since we're showcasing stuff, I got some Transformers from auction place, not eBay. Some
There we
Transformers
go.
that are hard to come by.
Oh,
Yeah,
who is that? Oh, dude,
tuner skids.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love anything in that chug type packaging, man. That whole line, it doesn't really matter what it is.
Oh yeah.
I
Then
just
we have
love that line, the packaging, the bots.
Cyberfire
Oh, that's
Bumblebee
pretty cool.
here.
Core
Yeah.
class. Yep. Yeah,
Then we
that's
have
pretty sick. But
yeah, actually this one I'm gonna come back to. This one I know this one's gonna be a hard find. This one, Dark of the Moon,
Oh,
Mech Tech
yep.
Deluxe Class Bumblebee,
a
and
dollar
it still
thirty.
has the manager's special
That
sticker on it.
that is
I'm
insane.
like, what store has this kind of manager special sticker where you can get this Bumblebee for $1.30 instead of $12.99? I need to go there.
That is crazy.
Not
And
even
then of course,
$12.99 anymore. It's like $50 at least.
All pan. I got that bad boy. That's actually a good looking ball. I
Yeah.
oh
mean,
yeah,
he's tiny, but when you're actually looking at the package, it's a good looking piece.
oh yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
debate. I'm debating on
this
like,
is what's recently this is what's showing up at Target now. Power of the Primes, a line that's been over and done with for
yeah,
over a year now, and they're still showing, or they're showing back up at Target now, not one at a time, but like three and four deep on the shelves.
oh yeah.
So, so if you can find one, they're 57, I think, was it 57 and some change?
I think
Get
so.
it.
Yeah.
Because this is probably one of the better molds of Optimus by himself that you'll be able to find. And here's good old Studio Series 49 Bumblebee. So not everyone's favorite. I mean, he's got his battle mask down. Sorry, my video quality's a little crap right now,
No,
but
it's all right, dude.
you get the drift. But yeah, these things are showing up again at Target, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. It's either massive overstock and they just send it to Target saying get rid of it, but yeah, it's
Well,
yeah.
I have a question
Uh,
and a
Truck
theory.
to
Like,
go. I did the same thing. I've got one from when they first. I was actually one of the first people in this area to get it because I got it from my wholesaler, and I advertised it on my website that I had up at the time, and I actually got a takedown notice from Hasbro because the Power of the Primes line had not been announced yet,
Oh
and I'm
wow.
over here selling actual Power of the Primes in hand. So I got a cease and desist letter from Hasbro. I wish I'd have kept it. But yeah, it just blows me away that after a year and a half, they're coming back on
Yeah.
store shelves, and that's nuts to me. So
Do you just seem like the retail stores like Target? They just have like a bunch of stock like in the back, and they're just like, oh, let's just release like a couple this week, and then so on and so forth.
that I'd imagine there's some of that going on, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know if there's another line or another figure in particular that has had so much time between release and showing back up as this Power of the Primes in
Yeah.
Studio Series 49. It blows my mind. And I've talked to a lot of people that are in the business and in the know, and they don't have their we don't know. They're just showing
Yeah.
up. And I want to know what the is Hasbro remaking them and re-releasing them as part of their 40th anniversary. Is this a plan, or is this just happen? Hey, you know what? We found a case of these back in the back. Yeah, throw them on the shelves. We'll get rid of them. That's what I want to know, and that's how my mind works anyway. So anyway, yeah. So, um, guys and gals, the people that are on YouTube and the people on Instagram, the real reason of the video tonight is, as I mentioned at the top of the show, I've been completely off the platform for a week, week and a half. So I actually opened it up today, and on my little notifications balloon, I had something like 300 notifications. So I
Wow.
started today going through and, at least liking some of the comments and stuff like that. Um, I got the people that I had written down that I know Wolf was one, Bots and Chats and Quasar Finkelstein, they had outstanding orders that I feel absolutely terrible about, but I did not get to ship last week because of the situation I was in. But thankfully, I got all those shipped out. They went out in the mail today. So, and I actually stepped up. Usually I'm not even gonna lie. Usually, when I ship something, I'll get like 15 different options. I went ahead and did like priority 2 and 3 day for you guys. So hopefully they'll all get there this week. Instead of using my usual parcel select, 3 month ground mail. But but yeah, because I wanted you guys to get, but the real reason is I want to reach out to anyone that's watching us now on Instagram or YouTube. If you have an order and I have not sent you a shipping confirmation, please send me a DM. Let me know what you bought. Um, and we'll go from there. And honestly, I'm playing catch up, and I'm going to show this. This is super embarrassing. I showed Wolf before we started,
Yeah.
but I will show you guys what I'm dealing with. So behind me, no, the sorry for the bad camera work. All right, so everybody knows I have my bins here, right? And
Oh
these
yeah.
bins, they're all stacked 8 high, right? And everything was like in box 57. I could pull up my spreadsheet and tell you everything that's in this, right? So you guys see all the organized stuff, but let me show you this. So this is all loose bots that I have taken when we've done our lives and our sales, because I have to take them out so that I can show you guys. But this is what I'm dealing with now. So this is 4 boxes high, right? All of this space is all bots that are basically just piled on top of each other. They're not. piled up in a way that everything's damaged, I can assure you. But everything that you see over here is loose, and I have no earthly idea what box they come out of. So my inventory at this point is completely pretty much worthless because I can type in a bot that says, oh, it's in box 58. Well, guess what? Box 58 is completely empty, which means it's in this
Pile.
growing blob of loose bots. So bear with me. If you haven't gotten a shipping confirmation yet, send me a DM. Let me know everything that you purchased, right? Give me some time. Let me sort through all this. Let me actually find your order, and I promise I will get it out to you by this weekend. But this is not a 1 day cleanup. This is going to take me probably all night Friday night and all day Saturday just to get back to a point where I can know what is what, how to put my hands on it easy. I know I've got I can't remember the name, but I actually screwed up and sent an order. It was a Voyager Shockwave, and when I did the address, I did not put their apartment on there, so it actually got returned to me. If you're watching, I have your bot. I will correct that shipping label and I will send that out. That's a really easy fix. The problem is I had to find out where I put that package because it's in it's in that conglomeration of loose toys. So I'm begging you guys patience, but yeah, if you're missing an order, don't think I just took the money and run. I had a situation that I could not do anything with, and like I told the guys earlier, I'm not going into details because that's not
Yeah.
me. I try to keep some things private, but it wasn't a death in the family. It was personal health issues, but but yeah, if you're missing an order, if I have not sent you shipping confirmation on it, send me a DM. Let me know what you bought, and I will do my very best to get all of that handled this weekend so that you guys get the service that obviously you deserve and obviously I promise for you. So that's the main reason we're all on here tonight. So um yeah, let's go to comments. Anybody got comments on Instagram? I've got chat pulled up uh on YouTube, but I don't have anyone chatting on YouTube. So any comments on Instagram? Like I said, we're not here to sell stuff, but if you're interested in buying something, hey, the sales door is open 24/7, believe it or not. So but just know if you buy something tonight, everyone that bought before you is going to get packed first and then yours. So there might be a slight delay in that. But the plan is for me is to bust my tail all weekend and get everything back to square one so that next week we can all get together and maybe we'll have a massive sale or something just to kind of get rid of some of this stuff. So, um, Instagram, looking for you guys right now. Hit me up in the chat chats. Let's see, Chuck the Goat, Bets, Insecticons. So yes, I have Insecticons. What are you looking for, Chuck? Chuck the Goat.
Be a little more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
If
have
you're
to be
looking for all
specific.
three, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we know
actually pulled
he has like those 3 packs, but like
Oh yeah.
I actually pulled this today, and I can't remember the context of our little chat this morning because it was more just, hey, I acknowledge you and I haven't forgotten about you. But Chuck the Goat, I do
Legacy
have this
kickback.
guy hand handy. So if you're interested in Legacy Kickback, I
Hey,
absolutely
perfect.
do have him. So yeah.
That's the
Oh,
one
is
he
that what
was
you're looking
just
for?
asking about.
Yep. So I definitely have that one. If you're interested, obviously you are. Just shoot me a DM and we can get that taken care of. Because I can put him right here, and yeah. So anyway, Wolf, Alex, what I missed the past week and a half. Anything going on that
Um, well,
newsworthy in the bot world
Um,
other than the movie coming out that I completely
uh,
missed?
no,
not really.
I was talking with Aiden the other day. Well, Bots and Cats, as some people know him. Uh, I was talking about how if Studio Series 86 were to ever release um Skywarp and Thundercracker, it would most likely have to be in like a multi pack.
No.
So like Skywarp, Thundercracker, uh, Kickback, Bombshell, and Shrapnel, and dub it Galvatron's Minions or something
That
like
would
that.
actually
I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I would buy it.
cool set if you could find something like that. That
Yeah.
would be. I mean, you've got the platinum. Um, you've got the platinum edition,
Hmm.
which I've I've showed on the website a couple times. That has all three. Um, but yeah, that would be something, especially if they're all in the Legacy or the Legacy United line.
Yeah.
That would be something a little more modern take on it. Yeah, that I would definitely line up for that. You mentioned that. I don't know what it is. Every time you mention a bot, I was like, dude, I know that's right around here close, but obviously it isn't. But yeah.
And then they're also gonna get rid of like the legacy line and introduce a new one.
So what, well, they're just moving because it went Legacy United and then
Evolution, I
it
think.
was Legacy Evolution, or was it Legacy United then Legacy Evolution? I'm not sure. There was three. They were all part of the same line, just with minor updates, kind of like Siege, Earthrising Kingdom. It was
Yeah.
all the same line, but it was one continuous story. So I know they're kind of doing that same thing with Legacy. My my question is what is next? Because that I haven't read up at
Oh,
all. I know usually
they
you can go
announced
to
it.
TF Wiki. Usually you can go to TF Wiki and see what the next three or four sublines are that's going to be announced and coming in.
Oh
But
yeah.
I don't know the name, but it's the one that's gonna replace Legacy. They announced that one like on the panel.
Hmm.
yeah,
It's
I
like a
watched
super
a
long name.
tad bit of
Oh.
that when I was watching the Hasbro con. They were doing a live vote between whether you wanted to see the the Dreadnoughts pack or the Yojo pack, and overwhelmingly it was Dreadnoughts, which I'm fine with that because I mean you can only have so many Duke and Snake Eyes characters. I want to see some B characters come up, some of the Dreadnoughts, Zartan and
Yeah.
you know that didn't really get their due. I want to see those guys. Oh, speaking of weird things, Cobra Commander in some type of space suit. That's part of the 25th anniversary line. I want to know why my camera is so crappy. That's what I want to know. But yeah, with battle armor, so that's pretty cool. I don't know. I've gotten on this little side train lately of just buying GI Joe stuff, whether I need it or not. So I have no basis for anything. Let's see. Chuck the Goat, 13 Primes lines are going to drop in an Armada first aid. Well, if they do it like Medics, which Medics was not a very good seller at all. Believe that along with Minerva. Who in the right mind picked Walgreens as an exclusive outlet for bots? Because I kid you not, you can go to most Walgreens right now and still find Red Alert from way back when, back in the war for Cybertron. Still find Red Alert. I mean, this dude's been out for 2.5 years and he's still 4 and 5 deep on the shelf. And they're still asking $25 for him. I mean, resale market on the guy is like 14, 15.
Yeah.
I I don't know. I question. I think somebody at Hasbro had a brother-in-law that worked at Walgreens, and they're like, "Look, man, I really need to do this guy a solid. Let's just send some exclusive to Walgreens so they can say, really, I really owe this guy one. Let's make it happen." It just, I don't know. I can't name one exclusive that came through Walgreens that actually blew up the line like they did with Toys R Us when they did masterpieces and like Year of the Goat Soundwave, Year of the Goat Prime,
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that. They were true toy exclusives. Those things are freaking collector's items now, and nothing at Walgreens has ever hit that plateau. I don't think. I could be wrong, but that's just me. I don't know. So anyway, uh, let's see. We got any more questions on Instagram? We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon, guys. I don't want to keep y'all on all night. Like I said, the main point was, just to kind of get back out there, shake some rust off, give you guys a little bit. Hopefully, it's entertaining content. Um, but yeah, the real message behind all this was if you've made an order and you have not gotten shipping confirmation from me, send me a DM. Let me know because by all means, at this point, tons of stuff has slipped through the cracks, and I don't want to be the reason that your product has been held up. So if you're missing something, you haven't gotten anything from me regarding it, a simple what's up in my DMs is not going to trigger my memory. I've had several people do that or see above. As busy as I am through the day, I'm sorry. I love each and every one of you guys, but I'm not going to sit there and go through, 3 weeks of private conversation. Oh, is this what he means, see above? No, just tell me, hey, I bought Studio Series Bumblebee. I haven't gotten it. What's up? That gives me something. Hopefully, you can be specific. Studio Series 49 Bumblebee. Bought it 2 weeks ago. Haven't seen it. Yes. Let me get that. I've got a box right here. Boom, boom, bam. Here's your confirmation. Good to go. Let me know if you need anything else. But yeah. So that's the overall message for tonight. And like I said, during these last closing minutes, if you guys Chuck the Goat, I know you wanted the legacy kickback, send me a DM. Or matter of fact, you've bought from me in the past, so I'll go ahead and put it out there. $20 if you want it. Just send the money and I'll get it out to you because this is easy. This goes in one of our pre-made Transformers or Us boxes. That's really easy. Slap a label on. I can do that for you tonight, provided the money clears in the next 30 minutes or so. But yeah, $20, free shipping. You know how it goes. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Alex, Wolf, you guys got anything you want to talk about? Any
I was
goings
gonna say
on?
like finding the Power of the Primes Optimus. I don't know if it goes with like the new line they're coming out with, but it's gonna be called Age of the Primes.
Age of the
It
Primes. Yeah, it sounds like it.
it
From what
could
yeah.
very well be, but I mean, looking at this is identical to the one released back when Power of the Primes. This is right after Combiner Wars. So I mean, you remember the last time you saw anything Combiner Wars on the shelf.
Yeah, that was like a
Power of the
long, long time ago.
Yeah, Power of the Primes was the line after that.
Yeah.
And like I said, for them to be showing up now on shelves, it's either deliberate or somebody made a mistake somewhere, because I've heard reports of these being cited as far down as Florida. So it's not just my target. Evidently, it's
Yeah,
all over. But there's no new box packaging. Everything is identical. I mean, you've got Optimus here, and you've got, you take him out, you've got Orion Pax.
yeah.
Maybe that's the clue. Maybe they're filling in some gaps from the Transformers 1 movie, how he started out as Orion Pax and then became Optimus Prime. But I mean, it's just really odd to see these back in stores with no packaging update. I'm used to repaints.
Yeah.
I'm used to them putting the exact same mold in a different box. Blitzwing was a perfect example.
Oh yeah.
Blitzwing went from Legacy to Legacy United and didn't change a bit. The only thing that you were getting different was new box art.
Yep.
And, I mean, unfortunately, they're still shell formers, because I can go down to my Walmart on Bobby Jones Expressway right here and pick up 3 of them at full price. So 55.88. No, thank you. I'll
Right.
wait till they hit the clearance section for 13, then I'll fill my cart up with them, but not full price, not for that. Besides, that Blitzwing, just, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me wrong from the get-go. It wasn't a very well designed bot, in my opinion. It just wasn't. Kind of like the Galvatron. The Galvatron Selects, everybody thought was going to be a home run because he's in his white and purple. He's got the Matrix leadership chain.
Yep.
Went absolutely nowhere. And I can back that up with sales data, because I've got 2 cases of him back here behind me that have gone absolutely nowhere. And yeah, I bought them wholesale, right? But after wholesale, so you buy it at wholesale, which is about a 30% discount, right? I still have to pay shipping to get it here. So you go from a $55 retail, or MSRP on that was $49.99, right? I actually bought the bot at $36.50 per unit, and they come 6 units to a case.
Hmm.
And so I have to pay roughly $40, $50 shipping. But by the time you add in all that, my actual landed price for a Galvatron Selects was, believe it or not, $51. So for me to sell it at 55 and offer free shipping, I'm immediately anywhere from $4 to $12 in the hole, depending on where I'm shipping it to. So, and it's a bot that went absolutely nowhere. And I think you can pick them up now, new, unopened on eBay for right around the $24 mark. And I'm sorry, I'm not selling a bot for $20 under what I've got into it. I'd be an absolute idiot and out of business within 2 weeks if I did that. So,
Is it the one that Chris kept posing?
yep, that's it.
Oh,
Yep, yep, that was old Pimptron 2000. He called it. He absolutely loved it. So,
I think it's Chris's
yeah.
fault. This is why he hasn't been selling.
Yeah, I want to say I just sent that to Chris because he made a comment about he wanted a Galvatron, but it wasn't the War for Cybertron Kingdom. It wasn't in the brown box. This was something. It was like I can't remember. I think it's in like a plain cardboard box. I'm like, dude, you're talking about the Selects Galvatron. Yeah, maybe that's it. He's got like the Matrix gold chain. He's kind of like a pimp. I was like, dude, I got you. So I just sent him one just for the heck of it, dude. Just get it out of here. And he comes back with this diorama of pictures of him doing, what do you do it, the dab or whatever, and all these, freaking high leg kick, and it's got him doing the old, Karate Kid, you know, flying leg kick and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, you are an absolute nut. So, but
This is
anyway.
why he doesn't have the right to buy a Destro.
Well, I actually spilled the beans. So and I don't do this for everybody, but I had told him I got the case at a smoking deal. So this guy was asking some absurd number for this sealed case of 8 Destros, right? And
Mhm.
so it piqued my interest. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to drill down into this because I'm a numbers guy. I want to know what I'm getting. What can I sell it for? How much profit can I make and all this?
Yeah.
So I was looking around, $50 to $60 is about what they're selling for on the high end. Most of them are right around 47, 48 at the time. So I was like, you know what? There's nothing special about this box other than there's 8 gold Destros in it.
Yeah.
So the guy was either silly or dumb enough to put a make an offer on there. So he had some ridiculous number. I want to say his number was up to like $425 for a case, which was, I mean, that's full on. That's scalper pricing there. That's like $70 a pop for everyone inside. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I actually, I took what I thought I could sell each one for, backed out a little bit of money so I could call it margin. He was kind enough to offer free shipping. And on a whim, I sent him an offer and I didn't hear anything back for 2 days. I'm like, well, he's just like everybody else. No, that's too low. I figured he was going to come back with some silly number. Now I get a notification from my bank account. Hey, such and such eBay withdrawal. I'm like, what is this for? I had to go back and look, and the guy accepted the offer. I was like, oh my God. So I was super excited. I called Chris up, like, dude, you'll never guess what I can't wait. He's shipping them. I can't wait for him to, they're the gold pimp Destro. He's like, never heard of it. I'm like, oh, so let me explain it to you, right? Got all excited. He could tell. He was like, dude, that would be so awesome. And the next day is when he put out all the pimp Megatron figures. And I was like, you know what? If he's going to do that with Galvatron, I can only imagine what he's going to do for Destro. So he calls me up after I got him in, and he was like, how much? And I told him, I said, if you want one, dude, it's $75, which is like $20 more than you can. I, I purposely quoted him a high price so he would not buy one. And and then when I put them out for sale at whatever it was, 60 the other night, I say anybody but Chris Conti, because I'd already packaged one up and sent it out to him as a surprise, trying to repay
Oh, okay.
trying to repay him for all the gushers. So he's
Nice.
got one on the way. I'm kind of excited when he actually gets it and rips it open, see if he does any stupid poses with Galvatron and Pimp Destro. So he's gonna have the Pimp Squad. here pretty shortly. So it's
I don't
no
know if you've
telling
seen them,
what he's going
but
to
it's
come
like
out with.
I think it was either a 3 pack. I think it was a 3 pack, and it's called like um the Sons of Cybertron or something like that. You could look
Uh,
it up, Wolf. It's
See?
this crazy pack, and they all have like guitars and stuff, and it's like Megatron and two others, and then they have like this crazy fake hair and stuff.
Oh god. Oh god. Sons of Cybertron Henkei something crystal.
Inky, so yeah, that's gonna
Oh
be
no,
a
okay,
third
that's no,
party.
okay, no.
Sons of
Okay, it's
Cybertron.
giving me the transparent the crystal coloration of Optimus and Rodimus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's an old thing. I can tell
Yeah,
just by
so
looking at them.
this is actually so Takara released these back in um when was this? Yeah, so Takara actually released Sons of Cybertron. And here's the thing, if you guys can see it. So this was back in 2010. Now I would imagine if they're re-releasing it, it's probably going to be new colors. But that's the Sons of Cybertron from 2010, and they do
Yeah.
have it is semi-clear plastic. I mean that's kind of cool, but
let me look up the name because that's like oh, that's not what I was talking about. They're called the Knights of Unicron. My
oh,
bad,
the
my bad.
Okay.
I have seen those. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't have those.
Oh my god.
Yes, they have like fake hair on the head and stuff, and they all have guitars.
Oh, you
These
know
guys
he's.
are so these guys are actually a band. So
Let's see. We've got Soundwave, Optimus,
yeah,
uh,
get my camera right.
Megatron, and
Yeah,
Jazz. Good God.
yeah, that quality. That's poor video, but yeah, they're basically think heavy metal Transformers because yeah, it's former Knights of Unicron, formerly Bumblebee and the Hive, are Cybertron's most legendary bot and roll band, threading the faces off headbangers from one side of the galaxy to the other. Who's in their trousers? There ain't nothing that's gonna derail this crazy train. So yeah, let's see. Core members: Optimus on lead, Soundwave was backup vocals, Megatron on guitar, Smooth Jazz on the keytar,
Oh
Laserbeat guitar, Ratback on the keytar.
my.
Former members were Bumblebee as lead vocals. Other members, Starscream manager, the Vehicons were roadies, and get this, RC was Yoko Ono, paying homage to the Yoko Ono that some people insisted broke up the Beatles when she started dating John Lennon. So, yeah, that that's an interesting set to say the least. That's pretty funny. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Chuck the Goat said the guitars from that pack is from Animated Soundwave, which I'm not familiar with Animated Soundwave. I would have to look him up again.
Animated Soundwave
But
had an interesting design to him.
Yeah,
did it really?
yeah. He was like a. Have you seen those? I don't know what brand they are, but it looks like a cube. It's a car and it looks like a cube, or they
I think
call it
that's
the
what they
cube.
are, the cube cars.
Yeah, the cube cars.
Any worse than the Studio Series Soundwave Space Toaster or Space Square that they come
Uh,
out with not too long ago. I don't know
no,
what
I would.
that.
that's definitely worse than this
Yeah, I
Soundwave, the
think that was the
animated.
Bumblebee Studio Series Soundwave. It basically turned into a box,
Yeah.
a square. I don't know, hover machine or something else. That's that's honestly when I almost lose all interest in Transformers when they come out because I'm sorry, you say Soundwave, this is what I see. I
Yeah.
see a cassette deck with an eject button and, freaking Rumble and Frenzy and Laserbeak and, everybody else pops out of his chest. But this will always be Soundwave to me. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Now, you could actually take a Walkman if anybody's over the age of 30, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But a Walkman was basically something that you clipped to your belt and you popped in cassette tapes and you put on your little orange earphones. And that was the iPod of the day. You ran through your A sides, you flipped it over, and as you took the tape out, if it didn't eat it, you flipped it over and played your B sides. And
Yeah.
that was, there was no any mixtapes you had was stuff that you actually recorded live off the radio, which would mean, and Chris and I spoke about this the other day, we would actually sit in the dining room kitchen or whatever. Now, this is high school for me, right? I remember doing it my junior year, but I would call it the local radio station. The guy would answer, "Hey, WBBQ, how can I help you?" I was like, "Yes, I I would like to request a song." "Yeah, man, what is it?" Can you play uh um because I could never think of it. "Can you play Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne?" He's like, "Absolutely, man, rock on. Do you want to dedicate this to anybody?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I want to dedicate it to my bud, Benji. Yeah, Benji, what's up? Rock out, man." Right? And then you would sit beside the tape player or the boom box and listen because he'd always play five or six other songs first. And then after an hour of sitting there, you got your blank cassette tape ready. You got it loaded in the boombox, and you've got your fingers one above the play and one finger above the record button. And as soon as you hear that opening riff to that song, you would hit both those buttons simultaneously, and you always miss the first couple of strokes to that song of Crazy Train, right? And that's how you made mixtapes. You just kept going. You'd request a song, sit there and wait for it to come on, and then record it. And then after you did that like 12 times, which would take you, 3 or 4 days to actually do it, then you'd actually have a mixtape of songs that you requested on a tape. It was nothing like burning CDs where you just
Right.
download them or whatever and it was nothing like that. So it's definitely something you had to be there to experience. But for us, that was the iPod for us. If you wanted to hear certain songs, you had to call the radio DJ, request them, and then actually wait for him to play them and then record them yourself on your boombox. And then you'd walk around whenever you got, your 7 or 8 songs, flip the Walkman, which is about this big, right? I mean, it's like 6 inches by 4 inches. So it wasn't slim at all. You clip it on the side of your pants. It weighed about 4 pounds. So if you didn't wear a belt, it'd pull your pants down. And you wear these cheap little orange headphones and you're just banging out. "Yeah, what you listening to, man?" "Oh, that's my rock mixtape, man." And everybody's like, "Oh man, that's so cool. I made a love song mixtape the other day. You want to hear it?" It's like Boys to Men, Whitney Houston and all these like various artists that they did the exact same thing with. And, you know,
Did y'all ever
granted,
like
that
trade them?
was, oh yeah, we made them for everybody. I mean, if you had a girl at the time, you'd find all these, I think, all for one, the song from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner, Brian Adams, that anything you do, blah 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 blah, like that. That was like the love song, right? That and Meatloaf, I would do anything for love. You'd request all those and then put them down, and then you give it to your best girl. Here, baby, I made this mixtape for you. It's crappy quality because the whole time you're sitting there recording, if you say anything or if you bump the cassette player, it picked that up too. So you got all the background noise. It was so janky. It was just ridiculous. But that's, if you wanted a custom tape, that's what you had to go through. And that's everyday life in 1990. Well, basically 1990 all the way through like 1993, 94. You had to do that. If you wanted a single, you would go into the music store and you get a cassette tape and it'd have one song on it, and that
Mm.
was a single. It was like, really, and it was the same price as a whole album. So, $12 at the time for an album, you pay like 9 for just the single. So it was crazy, but yeah, it was stuff you have to actually lived and do it to properly explain it. I could spend 30 minutes showing you guys how to do it, and y'all would just be like, dude, that is the most pointless thing. Look, 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 let me show you what it takes now. You pull up your iPod, look, add the playlist, done. See, 10
Yep.
seconds, I'm done. Well, back in the day, no, it'd take you 3 or 4 days to put one of these tapes together. And yeah, everybody had it handwritten. Everybody that was anybody had one or two in their car, just crazy stuff. So I'm 48, so I had to go through all that, LimeWire. Uh, there was no such thing as Pirate Bay. LimeWire was Napster. I remember all that. You signed on to get on AOL online. They send you a disc every month, 30 free hours, because at that time you had to pay to get on the internet in
Yeah.
hour chunks. So you get a disc of 60 free hours of AOL, put it in your computer, and it had to dial up through your phone line that you've got mail and all that stuff. And I mean, even downloading a song from AOL would literally take you a day and a half for one song.
Wow.
That's how slow everything was. It's yeah, it's ridiculous. So I tell my kids, I've got an 18-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son. I was like, dude, y'all will never know the struggle of putting together a 10-song playlist because y'all are just touching stuff, add to playlist, done,
Yes.
listening to it in 5 minutes. Whereas if I did that back in 93, it'd take me 4 days, and it would sound like absolute garbage. You'd hear me in the background, Mom, I'm trying to record a song. "Uh, I'll do the trash in a minute, Mom. All right. Yeah. Can I finish this song? All right. Thank you. Yeah. I love you too, Mom. Okay. 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 Yeah. Stuff like that. So you always had those vocals in the background, dogs barking, just it was it's crazy. But anyway. All right, guys. So that's about all I got. Um, like I said, key point of the night for anybody that's listening, YouTube or Instagram. If I have not sent you a shipping confirmation, you haven't gotten your order yet, please send me a DM. Let me know what it is you bought, and I will do my best to get through everything, get my inventory back in order, and get those orders shipped out. Chuck the Goat, Legacy Kickback, I've got it. $20. Hit me up in PayPal or Venmo. You know how to do all that. I'm not gonna go through it again. But we'll get that out to you. So um that's all I got. Alex, Wolf, got anything to add or get
Um,
yet?
nah, I think I'm good.
No? Good
Yeah, I'm
deal.
good
Well,
too.
guys, I appreciate you taking time out of your night to
Yeah, man.
sit down and just go through the regular old BS with me. Hope it was entertaining for a few people. I know it was for me, and hopefully for Alex and Wolf as well. But yeah, you guys stay tuned. We'll do this again later on in the week. I'll try to put together a sale, see if we can't get rid of some stuff
Yeah.
and make some people's weekend. So until then, you guys stay tuned and we'll be back at it. Thanks for listening.
All right.
All right, see y'all.
All right, let's see. Make sure I think we're still on the air in Instagram. Let me end stream here, and we are